This is the area that we're in right now, so you can have an understanding of exactly how beautiful it is where we live. This is just like a 3-minute motorbike ride or 10-minute cycle from where we stay. And this place is called Nha Trang. It is a coastal city surrounded by pretty little mountains. Hi guys! Welcome to our channel! So the date is 23rd of March 2020 and the time is 5:28 p.m. in Vietnam, and we are here while my husband Vitaly does a time lapse trying to capture the beautiful sunset that is in the horizon. Anyway, my point is, 3 weeks ago we were still planning to go to Russia together and enjoying summer and making plans for snowboarding and hanging out with Vitaly's mom and enjoying Sochi. Now I can't even go with him to Russia because the borders have closed. We're going to be separated in about 4 days time, and we don't know when we will be together again, so that's slightly worrisome. We like each other and we like being together, right?
No, not really. It's fake.
I love you like a love song, baby. I love you like a love song, baby. And I just put it on beep, 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 beep. Anyway, so as I was saying, the point is, 3 weeks ago, we never could have imagined the world as of today could look like this right now. And we're going to be leaving this safe place that Nha Trang has been for us and going out into the uncertain and somewhat chaotic looking world out there. Me to Singapore, Vitaly to Russia, and who knows what things will look like after 2 weeks time. So anyway, here is a documentation of nature, beauty and normal life. So I've decided to make myself a teh halia this morning. This is the shit. Singaporean at heart. When I look back at the vlog we recorded before we left Vietnam 3 months ago, I feel such a strange sense of dull disbelief that 3 months have already gone past since, and it's been a state of world lockdown, with everything having come to a standstill for this time. I also shake my head at how naive I was back then. Vitaly appears to me now only through a small screen, several times a day. It's been 3 very long months, with more to come for a while yet. But still, we are grateful we exist in a time of iPhones and MacBooks, unlike Vitaly's grandma, who waited 2 years without news for her husband when he went off to military service back in those days. At least with the magic of FaceTime, V and I are still very much together emotionally during this period. So it's now early June and Singapore is in the first few days of finally easing the severe circuit breaker lockdown measures. It's supposed to be minimal easing, mainly just children returning to physical classes in school. Retail outlets remain shut. No dine-in at all restaurants and food outlets are allowed, only takeaway is permitted. So they're mostly functioning, but there's no dining in. Face masks continue to be mandatory in public areas. People who have been working from home are supposed to continue pretty much. Still, at the local mall nearby, there's lots of people out and about really, and there's not really that sense of that 1 meter social distancing being observed strictly. Long queue of people waiting to enter our local bank, each standing apart while they control the total number of people physically within the office. Seems like crowd controllers and temperature scanning staff are a permanent part of our landscape now. So, phase 1 is supposed to lead to phase 2 only if our community infection numbers remain low. With the crowds that I've seen milling out and about when I went out myself, we've seen some rising numbers in the community infection in just a matter of days of transitioning into phase 1. So if actually that is the only criteria for going into phase 2, then I'm totally not optimistic that we'll be heading into phase 2 by middle June or later June. However, I also think that the Singapore government is under this immense urgent pressure to reopen the economy and resume normal life, kinda a little bit in tandem with many other countries in the world. So maybe before end June is our magic date. As the government says, we all have to adjust our expectations, lifestyles and norms in keeping with this new post-pandemic world we exist in now. Face masks are supposed to be part of the permanent landscape at least until the end of the year. Actually, that is the part I really detest the most, but regardless, I'm proud of Singapore's general response to the pandemic overall, especially I think the unity and the empathy that Singaporeans have shown as a people. I also feel a little sad when I look back at the earlier vlog and realize how much lighter and happier we were back then in pre-pandemic times when Vitaly and I were still together and life was not beset by worries about the future. But I try hard to keep the narrative of our lives positive. Realistically speaking, there is no other choice than to keep your chins up and to keep on taking one step forward at a time. More than ever before, I've returned to a very strong gratitude practice in my daily life, and I find that that's so important to, staying afloat mentally during these lockdown times. I'm grateful that everybody I love, all of my family and friends, nobody fell sick or was in danger at any point during this whole pandemic time. I'm grateful that both Vitaly and I had a safe harbor to return to when times were very, very uncertain back in late March. I'm grateful that we got to spend some time with our respective families in our respective home countries. I'm grateful for being back in Singapore and being able to drink, teh halia, all the little things. Still, with the pandemic lockdown having dragged on for so long, it's definitely taken a toll on my mental state. With my entire life still in limbo, I find myself doing weird stuff lately, like spending lots of time browsing online shopping. It's really weird because normally I hate shopping, especially online shopping. Vitaly loves it, but I really hate it. And I refuse to accumulate stuff that I can't bring with me when I travel. However, mentally now, I think, this is just a manifestation of my desire to find a quick fix to my life, some new toy or online gimmick that's going to magically restore my life to its former happiness and contentment. It's a bit silly. And I know that simple plain consumerism isn't the answer I'm looking for. So I've done a lot of browsing, but I haven't really bought anything. But I'm just a little bit amused at this, idle and restless mental state that I find myself in. Anyway, so yeah, this is a little update on what's happening right now since my last vlog in Singapore. And cheers, and you guys take care.